Hey guys, and welcome to the show. This is Facebook Friday. My name's Eric Hammond and we're with the Orange Stack. I do this show every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We're out here in the Oceanside Harbor today. I love this area. I love boats. I like sailing. It's just kind of a beautiful, fun area. Plus the sun's out. It's February. It's an awesome time of the year. So I hope you guys' week is going well. This has been an eventful week for us. We've had a lot of great education classes going on. Did a great webinar last night with an investment group in Utah. That was a lot of fun, and just keeping things going. So today we're talking about really your side hustle and what's going on, and where what you do from really 5 o'clock after your normal job till whenever that time of bed comes, whether it's midnight or 2 in the morning, things like that. If any of you guys follow Gary Vaynerchuk, which I'm a huge fan of him, I've been following him for the last 4 years, he talks a ton about work, right? How much work you're doing, how much hustle you're putting in, what are you doing from 6 o'clock till 2 in the morning, that kind of thing. And the bottom line is maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe you don't have to just burn yourself out working 22 hours a day and getting 2 hours of sleep. For a lot of people, that's what they want to do. So I'm going to talk about what are you actually really doing. A lot of people, I think, talk about working super hard and getting a ton of stuff done, going well beyond the normal 8 to 5. And the majority of the world does that 8 to 5, right? They get up, they go right to work after they take their shower. They don't have a morning routine. They get home at 5 o'clock. Maybe they see their family for a minute, flip on TV, watch Netflix, whatever it is, and then they just veg out till bedtime, and hey, if that makes you happy and that's the way you want to live your life, that is incredible. At least you found what you want to do and you're just doing your thing. Maybe you have some fun on the weekends, whatever it is that you do to get your kick in, that's awesome. Then there's the kind of the new entrepreneur method, I think, that a lot of people are trying to figure out. Entrepreneur lifestyle is kind of the new thing in the last 10 years. It's what everyone's trying to figure out how to do, set their own hours, do their own thing. And I think it's working. Obviously Uber lets you do that, right? If you're driving Uber, you're doing your own thing, you're setting your own hours. Maybe you're only making $10 an hour doing it, but at least you get to kind of live the lifestyle hourly wise that you get to do. You get to decide when you want to work and stuff like that. Let's back up a little bit. 10 years ago, it was 2008, and I had an incredible job with a general contractor up in the Bay Area. I was working a normal 8 to 5 job, at least that's what I was paid for, but I would show up about 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I would leave about 6, 7 o'clock at night, and I was burnt out, right? Like, I didn't have to be there early, I didn't have to be there late, but I was kind of the new guy, and I was trying to show everybody that I was willing to work and willing to do my thing, and it was hard because I wasn't getting recognized for it. I wasn't getting paid anymore, and nobody saw that I was there early because nobody was there early, and nobody saw that I was there late, except for the guy who owned the company, and that was great. But this is a big company. There's 500 plus people there. There's a lot going on. He didn't care about the young guy who was there early and there late. When the economy shifted and changed in January of 2009, I ended up losing my job. Me and about 400 other people were laid off because the economy downsized, right? And I lost my job, and it sucked. And it is what it is. But the thing that was the worst was getting up in the morning, right? Like, I barely saw my wife. We were pretty newly married at that time. I just figured this is how the rest of my life was going to go, and it was miserable for me. Like, I did my thing on Saturday, and like that was my time to kind of unwind and kind of find myself again, go ride my bike, do whatever I did. But Monday through Friday was just miserable for me. I hated it. I went to school for construction management, and it's the route that I thought I wanted to do and go in life, but I didn't like that Monday through Friday part of my life. It just was like handcuffing me to being there. And so getting up in the morning was miserable, being there all day was miserable, coming home late and driving through 2 hours of traffic was miserable, and I kept telling myself, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. When I got laid off, I spent 4 months trying to find another job, and at the end of the 4 months, I couldn't, and I thought, why do I want to keep doing this? Why do I want to keep doing something that I don't like? And I finally took the time and effort to go find something that I actually wanted to do, go spend the effort to go find a new opportunity in life. And that's when we got into real estate investing, which isn't for everybody, but it was one of the things that I was excited about, and it started this real estate bug in me. And for the last almost 10 years now, I've been in real estate, right? We've done marketing, we've flipped houses, we've owned rental properties, we've sold retail homes, all that kind of stuff. So I understand the real estate market. And over the last 10 years, I've probably worked 300 times harder than I did during that normal 8 to 5 job. A lot of people say, go get your own business started, become that entrepreneur to kind of do your own thing. and they don't realize how many hours are involved and how much time you're actually going to have to put into it. It's not a let me work 4 hours today and 5 hours tomorrow and 2 hours here and take a week off and go travel. For me, literally, this is a 20-hour-a-day business, 7 days a week, holidays included. It's all the time, always. I mean, I'm not 100% like behind a desk 20 hours a day. Like right now, I get to enjoy being in the harbor and out on a beautiful sunny day in Oceanside. But it's business 24 hours a day all the time. And it's the thing that I'm getting at here is it's the route that I'm choosing to live. I know that if I put in more time and spend more of my life and my opportunities right now doing this, that it's going to lead to more opportunities later. I'm not going to have to work till I'm 70, 20 hours a day, right? But if I did an 8-hour day for the next 40, 50 years, where would I be? You know, how much money could I make? I was making probably $30 an hour back then when I had my 8 to 5 job. And it was comfortable, you know, it was a lot more money than most of the people were making that I went to school with. And I obviously made more money as time went on with that job, but you know, that was it. I couldn't make any more dollars per hour than that. And that was what was frustrating for me back then, is that no matter how much harder I worked, I couldn't make any more money. Some days I don't make any money at this, and some days I make a lot more money. Some days I'm paid over $1,000 an hour for things, and some days I'm paid nothing per hour just because that's what it takes. But overall, I'm doing something that I enjoy, so getting up in the morning isn't a challenge for me. Working till 12 or 2 in the morning isn't hard because it's something that I'm excited about. It's not work anymore, it's just getting to do something that I want to do. And I'm not going to get into going to find that passion and excitement in your life. I'm going to talk about hustle a little bit. So if you think that you're working hard, it's probably just because you are working hard at something that you don't love, right? You're probably doing something that you regret being there, that you feel like you're sacrificing your time for. You're away from your family, you're away from the things that you really like and enjoy and love, and so it feels like work. So you feel like you're probably doing more than you should. Real estate agents are my audience, and that's who I'm speaking to today. You guys get to set your own hours, you get to do your own thing. The weekend is crazy busy for you, so typically you take Monday, Tuesdays, things like that off to kind of get recharged and reconnected with life. Some of you work 7 days a week all the time, and that's awesome. I hope that you don't get burned out doing that, but if you don't love it, you will, right? So you've got to take your time and do your thing. But some of you can work 7 days a week, 25 hours a day, doing this day in and day out, and do it for years and years and years and never get burned out, and that's awesome. I guess the question that I'm going to put out there, the statement that I'm going to put out there is, if you don't love what you're doing, how long can you do this for? How long are you going to be able to keep driving and keep pushing and keep going at something that you don't love? So really be honest with you. You know, if you are trying to find that passion in life and trying to find that thing that you enjoy doing, and that you're willing to devote and sacrifice that time of your life to, it's got to be something that's going to get you to that next level. So again, thinking back about Gary, I just read an article from him. He talks about it. You know, a lot of you are okay working till 5 o'clock, checking out, doing your thing, swimming at the pool, hanging out with your friends, happy hours, whatever it is. And if that's what makes you happy, again, that is 100% okay. You know, life is a mix of finding happiness and joy and doing the things that you want to do, and the other side of it is supporting yourself, right? It's being able to do things that are going to support you, help you live the life that you want. If you're making $8 an hour at an 8 to 5 job and you come home and complain that I can't get anywhere, that I can't do anything, I can't go on trips, I can't buy the cars that I want, it's probably your fault for not going to find something else. Anybody can make any amount of money in this life without an education, without anything holding them back. Most of the entrepreneurs I know who've made millions and millions of dollars don't have passed a high school education. So don't let education hold you back. Don't let your experience hold you back. For most of you guys, experience isn't going to get you anywhere. It's not your talent. It's not your skill set. It's how hard you're willing to work and the ability of putting in more time than everybody else, right? I get myself ahead of all my other competition because I'm willing to work till 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning some nights just to get that much further ahead. I get more done in a day than I used to get done in a whole week. It's because I'm excited about it, I'm passionate about it, and I work harder than most of the people I know. Even when we had our real estate team, there was plenty of times I was there 4, 5, 6 hours past anybody else, just because I wanted to be there, and it was something that I was excited about, and it helped me get that much further with it versus everybody else was out at 5 because I thought that, you know what, I don't really want to be here. It's paying the bills, but it's not something that I'm super excited about. So be honest with yourself. Are you really doing the amount of work that you tell yourself you're doing, or are you just working hard at something that you don't really love? If you've got that downtime and you're complaining that you're not where you want to be, if you're complaining that I don't drive the car that I want, or I don't have the house that I want, or I can't eat the food that I want, or do the things that I want, maybe you need to go find some extra time in your life that you're probably doing something that's not that practical with, and go spend some time doing that. You know, go find something on the side that you can spend 2 or 3 hours a night on, or 10 hours a week on, and go build a side business, or go add to the thing that you're already doing, or go find something else that you're super excited about that you want to build and increase your livelihood with, right? There's so many things that you can do. Diversify yourself. Go, I mean, you guys are in real estate. Go buy rental properties. Go figure out how to own multiple income properties. Go figure out how to invest in another business that's going to get you somewhere. I'm always looking at more business opportunities and more things that I can invest in and kind of diversify myself in. There's actually an app that I'm working on right now that's getting me really excited that I think is going to be really incredible. So just think about that and some of the other things that you can go deeper on in your life. This has been super random rant here, but it's been what I'm thinking about. As summer's coming, it's February now, as summer's coming and the hustle of what real estate does over these next couple of months, it's going to be incredible to see what a lot of you guys are doing and a lot of the challenges that you go through. So many people complain to me all the time, I don't have enough time to do that, I can't implement social media, or I don't have enough time to add this extra thing to my business. What else are you doing with your spare time right now that's bringing you any more business, right? If you're not willing to do the things that matter, but you're willing to do the things that don't generate any income, then stop complaining about those things and go find time to cut those things out of your life and go back to the things that are going to bring you better results. Work a little bit harder now. You guys are pretty young. Most of the people I talk to are late 20s, 30s, early 40s. You have a long work life in front of you. Go make it big, right? Live your life later. Go find the time now to hustle and do the thing that need to get done. Anyway, my name's Eric Hammond. I'm with the Orange Stack. This is Facebook Friday. We do this show every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. See you on the next one.